Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Smoking with the Birds. I'm D Get the 314. Yo, it's been a lot of stuff this week, man. I've been working on a lot of 12s this week, so I haven't been able to put out as much Eagles content as I want to. But nonetheless, man, it is Friday. We are 4-0, one of only two teams in the NFL that's 4-0. So, yes, we are feeling good going into this week, going against the Los Angeles Rams, who are trying to end this streak, you guys. And honestly, they have that dude, Aaron Donald. So, it is an important game that we definitely have to pay attention to. So before we get into the game, let's talk about some of the moves that was made before this game. The Eagles have signed Bradley Robbie to the team, man. He is a veteran guy who is coming in to play that slot position. That slot position, which is a key position for this team in order to be successful. We all know Avonte Maddox sadly had a season-ending injury. So with that said, we had to, make a move there. We made somewhat of a move when we put James Bradbury there, but we signed this guy to be a cornerback, not a slot guy. So with that said, we got a guy, Bradley Robbie, who is 31 years of age and played 126 games. So man, this dude is a true veteran, and not only he played 126, he started 60 of them, so he has some experience starting in the game. So that's what we like to see. And yeah, so that's one of the roster additions that we made, a key roster addition that we made to this team that hopefully pays dividends, hopefully. So with that said, man, let's talk about some of the injuries as well. Not only Avonte Maddox is out, for the season, we had to sign Bradley Robbie. But really, if it ain't one thing, it's another, man. Cam Jurgens is expected to miss several weeks. So we have that guy, Sua Opeta, who played very well, according to the coach. So we got Sua Opeta up in there, who is going to be tested. I'm pretty sure he's going to be getting a lot of help because everybody who deals with Aaron Donald gets some type of help. So with that said, man, Sua Opeta is definitely a guy that's up for the challenge. I was listening to a radio podcast talking about his strength. This guy, he had, I believe, 39 reps in the what is that? The training, the draft process. He showed a lot of strength in his showcasing. So I know the guy is strong, but with that said, we're gonna have to put a lot of bodies to him. Another injury that's unfortunate. Fletcher Cox, man. Fletcher Cox is a guy that has been consistent for a long time, man. This dude has been healthy. And basically, for the first time in a while, Fletcher will be missing this game. He will be missing this game. So I'm looking at it like we have them dogs, as far as defensive tackles that can come in and step in and make something happen. That is a position that we actually are strong in. It's going to give these young guys a chance to show what they can do. Really show what they can do. And, maybe he do need a little rest. We need him for the time that really matters. The time that really matters. So, yes, we dealing with a lot of injuries. We got Bradley, the dude Bradley coming in for the slot. You got Sua Opeta having to come in because the guard. So we dealing with some injuries, but nonetheless, we are a great team. So let's jump into the game, man. I'm so interested in seeing the goddamn O-line handle Aaron Donald. I know I already spoke on just how great he is, but I really can't wait to see it because this is really one of many battles, in the trenches that we're going to have this fall. We still got some other guys that we're going to be facing later on this season. So I feel like these regular season games this year really, I feel like, help us in preparing us for what's to come in the playoffs. We're going to be better suited for battles when it comes to the playoffs. these the type of battles that prep you for the Super Bowl, honestly, because are you facing Aaron Donald? We're gonna be playing the Jets, so we're gonna be facing Quinnen Williams and there's a few other guys that we're gonna be facing in the D tackle. So yeah, so the offensive side of the ball, we definitely gonna be trying to put our stamp on the running game. We gotta push these guys around. And so let's stay on the offensive side of the ball, man. Another thing that I'm gonna be interested in seeing, man, is these receivers and just how they match up. Because I believe they will be going against a guy that they went up against last season that played on Pittsburgh. His name is Aikido Witherspoon. This guy, man. Last year we targeted him 9 times, so I'm expecting us to, put up more than 30 plus points, especially with the matchups and history that we have against this dude. Why not? AJ Brown just showed what he about. Showed why he called Swole Batman. Showed all that shit. Then he get the same guy again. If dude gotten better, okay, but we gonna see just how much better. So I'm pretty sure if they 1-on-1 matchup, AJ Brown is gonna eat, man, again. And Devontae Smith too. Can't forget about my boy Devontae Smith. He definitely gonna be eating. So let's flip the conversation over to the defensive side of the ball, man. I have big concerns. We've been hurting on the back end. We've been hurting on the back end real bad. We've been allowing a lot of yards. A lot of yards. Too many for my comfort. The defensive line, we all know, is the strength of the team. But if the D-line ain't getting there, these quarterbacks are having a day. And we can't be having that, dog. And today, and not today, but Sunday, we will be tested because the Rams wide receivers, first of all, that quarterback can throw the ball, and he is a veteran dude who is a lot smarter than Sam Howell. So you get this dude time, he is gonna pick you apart. And they wide receivers are on a good ass season so far. They doing good so far. I believe right now they averaging 12 plus yards per catch. All they damn wide receivers. So we gotta be sticky on these motherfuckers, especially that new dude they got. I can't think of his name right now, but for the most part, man, I better see some improvement. Straight up, gotta see some improvement. Then so that's the back end. I'm pretty kind of worried about. Let's talk about the defensive line. Now the defensive line. They didn't eat how I wanted them to eat last game, but this game they really should. Unless they gonna be getting the ball out too quick. That's the only way. If it's some quick passes, but if they got time, this goddamn defensive line should eat. I read an article that basically said had a goddamn feast meter. I believe it was phillyvoice.com or something like that. Had a feast meter, and it was like 6 out of 10 turkey legs. So that's pretty good. We should be eating most of the time. Like the matchups up on this defensive line against the Rams offensive line, it should be pretty obvious, But I thought that last game, so we shall see. Every game is different. But for the most part, man, look, the Rams gonna be coming in here trying to end our streak, dog. They gonna be coming in here trying to kill, trying to murder, and especially that guy Aaron Donald. People feed off their leaders. You know what I mean? Just like our team, we feed off our leaders. And so, look, sorry I couldn't get to you guys a lot more this week, man. It's been a busy week. Like I said, 12-hour shifts, man. I haven't been able to get to you guys as soon as much as I can, because I usually put out a video before I go to work. But hey, nonetheless, man, I'm here. I'm still alive. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be 4-0, man. Let me know what you guys, which matchups you guys are excited to see, and just, man, show your love, show your appreciation for your boy, and hit that like button. Until next time, deuces.